Hello, stars. How are you today? Okay, I hope y'all doing awesome. I'm doing awesomer, or awesome now, because I've been having a series of bad luck, and there's a reason behind that, and I know why now. There's a lot of crazy shit. Not shit. There's a lot of crazy shit and a lot of awesome stuff that's been going on. But I don't know if I should talk about certain things that I found out recently. I don't know if I should talk about that on camera because of the powers that be, and certain people might be watching. So but anyway, I'm gonna talk about two things this morning: an astral travel that I just woke up from, and what happened yesterday when I was meditating before. I meditate 10 minutes at least before I go to bed, but my meditations has been going past 10 minutes, as in I've been getting deeper into the meditation to like the point where 10 minutes is not enough. So like I would let the 10 minutes happen sometimes, and then after the 10 minutes I wouldn't even time myself. I would just let myself meditate, like freehand or whatever, and then I'll do it as long as I feel I should do it. But anyway, so yesterday, I every time I meditated in the past, and before, I have an altar here that I meditate in front of now. This altar is dedicated to my ancestors, Papa Legba and Baron Zamdi. So I talk to them every morning and every night before I go to bed, and I always meditate. So when I used to meditate, I used to meditate in my room. Yeah, I used to meditate in my room before I had the altar. But ever since I've been meditating in front of the altar, I notice like every time I meditate, like if I'm really like concentrating, because I get distracted easily. I'm still working on meditation, I'm new at it a little bit. But like I'm seeing if it's still recording. Okay. But I noticed that it makes me like rock back and forth like this when I'm meditating. Like that, or like from a sway like side to side like this. And I can't control it. Like my body does it by itself. And I know someone told me that they used to do that. They used to meditate in rocking chairs for that reason. Because some people, when they meditated, like in the South, they would meditate in rocking chairs. So they can, when they start meditating, they rock or whatever. But anyway, so I do that sometimes when I meditate now. Every time I meditate in front of the altar. But yesterday was pretty intense. It was pretty intense. I don't know if I was kind of possessed, or if I was channeling one of my ancestors, because or a spirit of some kind. I don't know, because my background is Indian and Jamaican, like Cherokee Indian. So I have Indian in my blood. So while I was meditating, I was like, I wasn't even concentrating that hard, because like I said, I'm still new at it. So I was still trying to like when I meditate, I sit up straight as much as I can, because my back is always like, my back hurts like almost all the time, and so it's hard for me to sit up straight. But especially yesterday because I was exhausted. Excuse me. But anyway, so I sit up straight and then I ask the Mother Earth if I can borrow her roots. And then I put her roots to my root chakra and I connect to that. And then I sit Indian style with my hands, you know, with the I can't show you in the camera. You know, like this. And then I breathe in Sat. And then when I say Sat, it goes up my spine and and I mean when I say Sat, I breathe in from the roots, from the earth, Sat, all the way up to my roots, and then when I say Nam, it goes up my spine. Okay, Sat, Nam, and I breathe out. I don't know. I mean, am I saying it correctly? No. What I meant to say, when I say Sat, it goes up one side of my spine. Nam, it goes down the other side of my spine. Okay, anyway. So I was doing that. And slowly I started like, you know, rocking back and forth like this. And then, okay, I can't press pause because of the camera that I have. Because it's crappy, I guess, or whatever. So, but it's super hot in here. 2 seconds. Hold on. Okay, anyway, basically, I was like rocking back and forth, and then I started doing that for a little bit, and then for a little bit I started swinging side to side. But this time, it was strong. Like, it's strong to the point where I tried to like stop it because I was tired. Like, I just want to go to bed. And I would open my eyes, and then without me controlling it, my eyes would just close by themselves. Like, I would open my eyes and be like, okay, it's time for this to stop. Let me, I gotta go to bed. And in the middle of my sentence, I would be like, and I'll just go back and like, and I couldn't control it. So, but it was really like strong. Like, I wasn't like doing it softly this time. I would like, it started getting stronger when I started swinging side to side. And then it would do like this, like all the way like that. And then, yeah, I would do like all the way like that. And then, sorry. Yeah, I would do like all the way like that. And then, when it did it, like the harder that it did it, I noticed like a song started coming out of me. And I started humming this song. And then the feeling that I got from it, like, I didn't feel like myself at all. Like, I felt like I was just sitting there and watching myself do this. And I had no control over it. And then I was, like, doing that. And I think I remember a little bit of the song. It went, something like that. I don't know. And it just sounds like I'm humming. Like, oh, I'm just humming, whatever. But I get music in my head from I don't know where, but I always get music in my head. And it sucks because I don't know crap about producing music, and I would love to fucking do that for that reason alone. I would love my one of my dreams is to have a studio. But anyway, but this song was really, it felt really ancient. Like, it felt really, it was full of life, and there was a lot of love coming out of it. And like, while I was humming it, it would go in like different directions. Like, it wasn't like the same hum over and over again. Like, it would have like different directions. And then sometimes there would be some points where I'd just be like, humming, just like randomly like that. And then there was like at one point where I was just like rocking, and then like I stopped. I was doing this, and then I stopped and went like that. Like I was like catching my breath or something. It was weird. No, I wasn't out of breath or nothing. Like I didn't have trouble breathing, but it stopped, and then it just did that noise, and it made me do that. Oh, once again, I didn't have control over it, and then it just started humming like randomly, like and then like I cocked my head back like this, and I was there like just for a little bit, just doing that, and then I started smiling, and I felt really good and happy, and I felt a lot of love. But once again, it didn't feel like I was smiling. It felt like whatever spirit or whatever I was channeling was smiling, and it was just happy to be there. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like this spirit was an Indian spirit. I don't know how Indian people feel. I mean, I am Indian, but I don't know how Indian spirits feel, but I just felt like it was an Indian spirit. Like I remember in my head seeing like the forest, and I don't know, like I just felt like closer to nature, and yeah, and then it got, I don't want to say like violently rocking, but that's what it seemed like, because it was just like kind of out of control. Like I was like doing it slowly at first, like that, with my eyes closed, and then it went like this, and then it was just like that, and then it went like this, and it felt like something was like pushing me, like you know what I'm saying? And I was just like, in my head, I was like, what the fuck is going on? Like, whoa. I let it happen, you know? But at the same time, like I said, I was tired and I wanted to go to bed. But it just kept, anytime I opened my eyes to try to stop it, it would just bring me back in, like, slow, like, and I would just close my eyes and then go back into it. And then it kept, like, it did the like that thing, it did it like twice, and I don't know what it meant. It didn't feel bad or negative. Actually, it felt like really positive and full of love and peace, and I felt really good, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so that was like really weird. Like I told, when I was done, I eventually gained enough strength, or not strength, gained enough energy to be like, okay, like I have to go to bed. Like I was there for a little bit, and I felt like it could have went on forever. I mean, if it was like on my day off or something, I would have just sat there and let it fucking just do whatever the hell it wanted for as long as it wanted, because it felt good, it felt nice and everything like that. But I really need to go to bed. Like it was way past my bedtime. And then I was like, this can just go on for forever, so I gotta stop it right here. And then I think the spirit, or whatever, whoever it was just like, thank you for letting me experience that with you and visiting me, or letting me get in contact with you. Appreciate it greatly. Like you can come again if you want. You can, like, if it happens again today, because I don't have to work tomorrow, I'll let it do it for as long as it wants. But I don't, I'm like wondering now, like, the other times that I was rocking, like every time that I rocked, like really strong, a melody would come out, like a song would come out. And I was wondering, like, all the other times that I was rocking, was that spirit trying to come through? Because every time I like did that, I just didn't feel like I was controlling myself. Like it just happened by itself. Yeah, so that was amazing. That was a beautiful experience. So this morning I was on an astral realm, and I couldn't get out of it. Like, cause I kept thinking I woke up, and then I would look at my hands, and then my hands would be like all discombobulated. Haven't used that word in forever, but anyways, or it'll be like my hands, but then it'll be like other fingers, like tiny strands of fingers crisscrossing my fingers. I don't know, it was weird. I was like, I'm still in an astral realm, or in lucid dreaming. Lucid dreaming, I was like, I go into the astral realm through lucid dreaming. Before I used to induce it, now it just happens by itself anytime I lucid dream. And I lucid dream a lot. So, anyway, I don't really feel like telling everything that happened, because a lot of it was just like, not important stuff. Just like I was talking to a few people, and I met a few people. Fuck it. Let me just tell you some things that happened. I don't remember the whole thing either. So, I met a okay. Yeah, I met Allegiant. I watched the movie Legion. I heard of it, but I don't I watched the whole freaking movie of Legion, and I still don't know what it is. Like, I don't know what a Legion is. And this guy the Legion explained to me what it is, but I don't remember what the freak he said. So I'm gonna look that up. I'm gonna figure out what a Legion is. I met a Legion. Like, he, it was a white guy, and he had, I seen him twice. The first time I seen him in my astral travel, earlier today, I don't remember what happened, which sucks. I don't remember what happened because I kept having, like, back-to-back, like, astral, like, I would wake up, go back to sleep, have another one. Wake up, go back to sleep, have another one. And then at one point, I just couldn't wake up, and I just stayed in the astral realm. Like, I kept waking up, and then I would wake up back into the astral realm thinking I was awake. But anyway, so I met him earlier today, but I don't remember when or where and what we were talking about and doing. He, apparently, I do remember him, though, because he came to me again. Like, alright, in the dream, I woke up, and then I was trying to go outside. And then I saw, another interesting thing, I saw my cat. I have a black cat. And then I tried to, like, go and pet her. And she was like, no, like, get away from me. You know, like, meowing, like, and, like, backing up. And I was like, damn, she probably don't recognize me or something. I don't know. Maybe I look different in the astral realm. I don't know how I look because I didn't look in the mirror or nothing. I should have. But anyway, so I went outside. And I was like, when I go on astral realm, sometimes I like being nosy. Like, I like going into other people's houses. But the thing about that is, like, when I go on other people's houses and I talk to the people in there, sometimes they're not even, like, humans. Like, sometimes they're, like, from different planets and stuff like that. So that's why I like doing that. Because I don't ever see anybody outside. Like, when I went outside, my whole parking lot, like, when I step outside, the parking lot is, like, right there, like, in front. The whole apartment complex is empty. Like, and I have a tree in front of my house, but the tree that I saw in my astral realm, the tree looked really, like, I hate to use this word. I mean, I'm, like, probably using this word a lot, but it looked really, like, ancient. Like, it looked really old. Like, and it was huge. Like, it was really huge. It was, like, it was big, and it was, like, it looked like it's never been cut. Like, it was on the ground. The tree that I have here is not, it's, like, big, but it's not as big as the one that I saw in my dream. But anyway, so I was just checking people's houses, and the houses didn't look the same. Like, the houses were, like, they didn't look the same how it look now where I'm living in this reality. The houses that I saw, or the apartments that I saw, had, like, those, those 1800 doors. I don't know what time period it was. But, like, you know, like those big brown doors you see on castles and stuff like that. But it was just, like, one of them. And then, you know those big brown doors that had, like, the black metal thing across it or something. I don't know what it is. But, it had that. And then, like, I opened it. And it was nothing but, like, a long, really extremely long hallway. And I was just like, no. And it felt kind of negative. So I'm like, I'm not going down there. One, that's freaking boring. I'm not going to waste my astral travel walking down a freaking empty hallway. Shit probably would have popped off. But bad shit, though, because it felt negative. And I was just like, let me close this door. Anyway, so when I turned around, like, I saw somebody come from the sky, like, shoo, and they, like, landed in front of me. And I was like, whoa. And he was like, do you remember me? I was like, who are you? I kind of remember him when I saw him. And he was like, I'm the Allegiant that you met. You remember I was telling you about my feet? Like, he told me earlier something about his feet and growth from the earth and water. I do not remember. I wish I could remember. I wish I could remember everything we fucking talked about. Because we got into an intimate-ass conversation. And I do not fucking remember what the hell he was talking about. This time we were talking about... we got really intimate in this conversation. Nothing sexual. Every time I said the word intimate, I feel like it's like sexual, but it's not. But anyway, and I was just like, oh yeah, I remember you. But I didn't recognize him at first because he was wearing a wig. Like his hair, like the first time I seen him, he had like a zero haircut. Like he had a fade. Like yeah. And he wasn't that tall. Like he was just like average height. And he had like a whole bunch of stuff on him. Like stuff that he looked like he was carrying a whole bunch of stuff on him. And he had no shoes on. And he was like barefoot. And he had a wig on. And I don't know why he had a wig on. I don't know if he was trying to be in disguise for some crazy reason. Or if he wore it for some special reason. I should have freaking asked him. But he was wearing, like, I didn't want to be rude. Like, I felt like it would have been rude to ask him, why are you wearing a wig? I don't know. Whatever. I should have asked him anyway. But anyway, so he was wearing, like, a black wig that faded into a bright neon green. It looked cool, but I was like, why the fuck are you wearing that? But whatever. He seemed like it was really urgent and like important that he came and talked to me, and I was just like, you know, what's up? And I was like, what are you? Like, because I don't know what Allegiant is. And of course he explained it to me, and of course I forgot what he said. When he was talking to me, I was laying on the grass, and then he was above me. Like he wasn't laying on me, he was just above me, like talking to me. And we were in like this pinkish orange thing. I don't know if it was like some kind of thing that he did or what. Like, but we were inside of this pink and orange thing. It wasn't a bubble. It was just something. I don't know what it was. And I was just talking with him. And it was really sunny and beautiful outside. And he was telling me where he was. But also he was trying to give me some information. And of course I forgot. I feel like certain beings make you forget important information like that on purpose. You know what I'm saying? I wish I could smack him in the face. Because I even at the time, I was even saying in my head, I will remember this. Like, I tried to remember. I was concentrating very hard on every single word that he said. So I can remember every single thing that he said. And I only remember one thing that he said. Or two or three. I don't remember shit. It sucks. But whatever. I can find out what Allegiant is. But maybe he was telling me like special things that he did. Anyway. And I asked him, look at my nose ring. Sorry. This shit drives me crazy. But anyway, I asked him, can I see you again? And he said no. And I was like, oh, maybe it's like really hard for him to come over here and see me or something. I feel special that he came all the way from where he was from just to come and see me and talk to me. But then again, I feel bad because I don't remember what he was talking to me about. But anyway, I think the most important part was what he said to me later. But I really wish I could meet him again so he could tell me what he wanted to tell me, because I don't remember. But anyway, we were there talking for a little bit, and I felt kind of down because I really wanted to see him again. And then I said, could we talk to each other again? And then, you know, like through telepathically. And like when I said that, I like faded away. And then I went into another lucid dream. And I feel like it happened on purpose. Like something did that. But my body in this lucid dream was in the bed, but I could still hear him from off the astral realm, or the other lucid dream. I don't remember. I don't know how to explain it. Anyway, he was like, he's like, can you hear me? Can you hear me? And I was like, yeah, I can hear him very loud and very clear in my head. And then he was like, all right, beat him. Like, beat him. Like, he was telling me, he said it like, you know, like, he was talking about the negative entities and the just the evil pieces of shit that has been trying to attack me lately. And he was like, get him, like, beat him, like, you can do it, like, fuck him up, bitch, you know, like, not bitch, just like, fuck him up, you know what I'm saying, like, get him. And I was like, hell yeah, well, like, thank you for that. Like, he gave me a lot of encouragement and not to be afraid of him, you know what I'm saying? I feel like somehow he's watching over me, even though he can't come see me again. I feel like he's been looking after me. And so, you know, like, that happened. And then he was talking to me. He was still trying to give me information on stuff, but it sounded like a radio. Like, it kept fading in and out, and then eventually it just faded out. And I was like, damn. But I saw, like, there was like this hold on, this video is long, I'm sorry. There was like a window. I have two rooms. I have my room, and then I have the room of my ex's office. I don't have a window connected to his room, but for some reason in this lucid dream, I had a window that see like straight to his room, and then I saw like that was on the floor. I don't know, it's weird. And then I saw like a black figure go by, and I was like, what the fuck? And I got out of bed and I went into the room. I was like, I know you're in here. I was like, come out. And when I said that, there was this black figure that came out of the closet that wasn't that tall. It was probably like 5'11" or some shit, 5'13", if that's, I don't know, whatever. But it had like this weird ass shape to it. Like, it was just a black figure, no face, and it had like squares and triangles and shit coming off of it at all different directions and stuff. And his clothes were the same way, or whatever the hell he was, or whatever the hell it was wearing was the same way. And it was just like a black mass of shapes of squares and whatever. But I was like, oh, okay. So I grabbed that motherfucker by his neck. I didn't even know if it had a neck, but I grabbed it by his neck, or whatever I thought was his neck, and I just started punching it in the fucking head. And I was like, get the fuck out of my house. Like, what are you doing in here? And then when I was holding it, it turned into like this little plastic fair-skinned woman. And it was wearing like jeans and a blue long sleeve shirt. I don't know. It was still talking though. And I put like, I don't know where I got it from, but I put like saran wrap around its face. and I was being kind of like sexual towards it, just to just like fuck with it, like to grade it. I don't know why I did that. I just felt like it was right at the time. I was like rubbing on it but I didn't do it that long. And then I put like saran wrap around its face, and then it said, "Oh, that's pleasurable." I was like, "Oh yeah, okay." So I took it outside, and when I took it outside to get rid of it, for some crazy reason, it turned into chopped up veggies, like onions, green peppers, red peppers. I was like, okay, what the fuck? All right, now I got like vegetables in my hand. And then there was like a group of people sitting outside of my house. They look like Latin people, and then they were just like sitting and talking and stuff. Then there was, I mean, some of them were white, whatever. Anyway, there's like this little kid sitting there. I don't know why, out of all people, I asked him, how do you get rid of demons? Like, what can I do with this? And he was like, oh, my grandma used to put the demon in the graveyard with a Bible. I'm like, okay, like in the grave or something. Wait, no, he said, I don't remember what him and then his mom or whoever they were said that. And I was like, would I get rid of it? And they were like, no. I'm like, why the fuck? Then why are you telling me? I was like, okay, whatever. And then I was like, I wasn't walking. I was walking, but I was kind of like hovering at the same time. I don't know how to explain it. And I put it, like half of it down a drain, like a gutter in the street, and then the other half I threw it in front of a dumpster. Not even in the dumpster, because they were like hanging out and stuff, and I really wanted to talk to them. Like when I see people in the astral realm, I want to talk to them because they're probably not even human, and they can probably give me some real cool information. So, or they're from another planet or whatever. So I was like trying to hurry up and get back to them. I didn't even feel like walking all the way over to the freaking dumpster. I was just like I threw it, and it was just like fuck it, whatever. And I was thinking I probably shouldn't have done that because anybody could eat it. Like a bird could eat it and then become possessed or something. I don't know. But and also like one of the girls that I asked ate like one of the onions from it, and I'm like, why are you doing that? Do you want to get possessed? And she was like, no. I was like, then don't do that. Anyway, so I went back to go talk to him, and when I went back, I was like going super fucking fast, like hovering like super fucking fast. Then I like flew, and I went, yeah, I was flying. Anyway, and I got there, and they were doing like singing, like freehand singing, like freestyle singing on the mic. I was like, oh, I want to sing next. And then there was a guy there, and he was like, nah, like don't let her sing. Like this all, I'm just telling you that this is just extra stuff. Like nothing crazy or special happened. Anyway, and I was like, what? I was like, really, dude? Really? I'm like, I could wake up. And he was like, oh, okay, I'll let you sing after this dude. Then they played like some country music, and then the dude that they gave the mic to wasn't even fucking doing nothing with it. And I was like, really? Why is he treating me like that? Like, what a douchebag. I should have punched him in his face. But then he put out his hand like, let me have that. And I was like, no, I will give you dap or whatever after I sing. A few seconds after I said that, guess what? I woke up. And I was like, damn it. I didn't get to sing. I was like, I don't care. Whatever. I'm at Allegiant. Fuck y'all. But, yeah, that's it. That's all I have to talk about today. I am super late. I really gotta get to fucking work. Oh my god, I'm super late. But, yeah, that's all I have to talk about for this moment. Thank you for watching, guys. Please stay in the light. I love you, stars. Bye.